Another lawyer is fleeing Sarah Boone. Let's get into this one. Like, comment, subscribe. Motion to withdraw and request for appointment of new appellate counsel. So, Sarah Boone had a ton of issues getting lawyers way back in her criminal trial. She got assigned a lawyer for her appeal. That lawyer was replaced already by no fault of Sarah. And now the new lawyer is saying they want out. Let's get into why. Comes now the underside court-appointed conflict counsel for the appellant, and pursuant to Florida Rule of Appellate Procedure 9.14D, Rule 2505 of the Florida Rules of General Practice and Judicial Administration, respectfully moves to withdraw as counsel and requests that new counsel be appointed in support. Counsel states, appointment and procedural posture. The appellant, Sarah Boone, was convicted in the Circuit Criminal Court and subsequently filed a notice of appeal. The undersigned was appointed by lower tribunal as conflict counsel after conviction to handle the appellant's appeal pursuant to Chapter 27 Florida statutes. A notice of appeal has been filed, and undersigned has complied with the appellate rules by filing the necessary statement of judicial acts, directions to the clerk, and transcript designations. Now, if you didn't follow my last Sarah Boone video, I recommend it. We got a Sarah Boone letter. Sarah Boone was actually angry that this particular lawyer was not in contact with her. According to Sarah, he told her if she had anything for the case to contact him. He wasn't answering her. She was calling. I believe she was writing letters. She admitted to having third parties try to contact this man. So she has people outside trying to get a hold of this man. And now he's saying he wants gone. Good cause, good for withdrawal. Rule 9.140D provides that trial counsel may not be relieved of duties except with approval of the lower tribunal and good cause shown. The undersigned is no longer practicing appellate work or accepting court-appointed appellate cases, which would make continued representation a hardship. Continuing to represent the appellate on appeal would materially impair counsel's ability to provide effective assistance and would delay or jeopardize the appellate's appellate rights. So he is also leaving appellate work. And I wonder if, just hypothetical, if you were like, I don't really like this work, or I'm going to probably stop doing this work, if you got harassed by third parties on behalf of Sarah Boone, and she's writing letters to judges complaining about you, I do wonder if that would be enough for me to say, I'm calling it now. That is wild. And here we have need for appointment of successor counsel. Because it's a publicly funded appeal, the appellate is entitled to the continued assistance of counsel. Rule 9.140D directs that in publicly funded appeals, the lower tribunal should appoint the public defender or the Office of Criminal Conflict and Civil Regional Counsel or private registry counsel to represent the defendant on appeal rules. The undersigned therefore requests the court enter an order relieving current counsel of record and appointing appropriate successor counsel. I feel bad for anyone that has to take this over, but we are getting closer to the possibility, because this is going to upset Sarah Boone. Sarah Boone is going to give us a letter. Sarah Boone is going to, I'm sure, going to give us a letter complaining about how it's unfair that she's switching appellate lawyers. And then she's going to give us a letter complaining that the next one isn't doing what she wants. And then, I mean, if history is anything to go by, we're going to get another letter like this. This is amazing to me because I and many others made the comment, how many lawyers is she going to go through on appeal? And of course, immediately the one assigned couldn't take the case. Not her fault, but it was funny. And people are like, well, they don't have to deal with her, so she's not going to lose any. Well, then we come out that she is, I'm going to say, just harassing or attempting to harass her appellate lawyer. And now he's literally leaving as well. Now, is it her fault? He doesn't say so, right? He doesn't say so. Could that be a contributing factor? It would be for me. It would be for me. I mean, imagine if you had a job where you had a client you couldn't get rid of unless you took a certain action, and then they do the things that Sarah describes, and then you take that action. Hey, just saying, maybe it's Sarah's fault. We'll see. I do think we'll get letters. I think we'll get quite a bit. Now, I haven't covered her family law case in a while. Tanika's Two Cents is doing a lot of coverage on that. Highly recommend you check her out. So, the family law case, I do want to mention there is new updates today. So, hey, just saying, Tanika Two Cents is probably gonna have a great video. I don't know what they are, but they're there. Um, I believe they're from my understanding, it's gonna be like family planning stuff with the kid, back and forth probably. I can just imagine. I believe Tanika said that Brian was being very generous. I can just imagine what Sarah's going to ask for, right? She's going to be like, although the prison has to build a special complex for him to live here 50% of the time, something like that. But she's going to be extra angry because this is happening, right? This is just a little icing on the cake. Remember, whatever Sarah's putting forward, she doesn't. This is filed on today, so she didn't know about this at the time. So if she starts getting real snappy in the family law case, this is going to be a contributing factor. And if things don't go her way in the family law case, if they don't go her way, if she doesn't get the child support she wanted, or the alimony in prison, all that stuff, if that doesn't go her way, she's going to try to take it out on the next attorney in this, and we might have another attorney. I mean, I do wonder if the guy just, instead of saying this, right, he obviously, if he's telling them he's not practicing appellate work, he's not doing it. If he had said that the reason he wants to quit is because of the badgering of Sarah's people, of Sarah Boone, people contacting his office as a third party, I wonder if that is something he could have used to get out of this. I don't know enough about this line of work. I would assume that if you're being the target of harassment of your client, that you could get out of it, right? Possibly for your own safety. So I'm of the opinion this won't be her last appellate lawyer. I'm of that opinion. I don't think this will be the end. I think there's going to be more. I think Sarah is going to go through possibly as many as she did in her criminal trial, and we are going to hear all about it. We are going to hear. I can't imagine we're not going to get a Sarah Boone letter that is going to be like, this is absolutely disgusting. Here's all the things he told me. Here's all the things I sent him. I had X amount of people contact him, and now he's leaving. This is unfair. The next one better be better. Whatever they do, I would not be shocked if we get a letter spilling. Remember her closing statements. She wanted to spill on all of her lawyers. She wanted to insult the judge. She's that type of person. Is it self-destructive? Yes. Is she going to do it? That's Sarah Boone. Of course she's going to do it.